Hi everyone, good morning again. Welcome to today's Market Outlook. Edmund here. So yesterday was a bank holiday for the UK, and it was also a holiday for Malaysia and also the Philippines as they celebrated Independence Day and also National Heroes Day. However, for those who are on holiday, welcome back to the markets again. And let us begin by analyzing what will be coming up today in terms of the economic calendar. Today's focus and theme will be towards the Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index reports coming out from China, Europe, and also from the US. So as early as this morning, just now about 35 minutes ago, at 9:45 a.m., China released their Caixin manufacturing PMI numbers, and the numbers came in extremely positive, coming in at 53.1, above market expectations of 52.6, and above last month's number of 52.8. So, you can even see that this morning Japan released their final manufacturing PMI numbers. Again, it came in positive, 47.2 versus market expectations of 46.6. Unemployment rates in Japan also dropped to 2.9%, marginally better than the 3.0% that the markets was expecting. Okay, so we are off to a good start for today or even yesterday. Although yesterday the UK markets was on a summer holidays, we still managed to see the UK pound initially moving down about 40 pips during the UK trading session, and then again moving up 80 pips during the US trading session. So we're going to get to the technical charts shortly. Let's just wrap up the economic calendar first. So at 12:30 p.m. today, Royal Bank of Australia will be releasing their cash rate statement, and also markets are expecting them to maintain the rates at 0.25%, and so nothing major expected from the Royal Bank of Australia, and no major impact is expected on the Australian dollar. Moving towards 3:15 p.m., Spain will get the ball moving for the European session, as they will be releasing the manufacturing PMI numbers at 3:45 p.m., followed by Switzerland, Italy, France, Germany, the Eurozone at 4 p.m., and finally the UK final manufacturing PMI numbers at 4:30 p.m. Okay, so it's going to be a busy day of manufacturing PMI data coming up from Europe, and towards the evening, towards the afternoon, we will also be having Italy's monthly unemployment rate data coming in at 4 p.m. and also towards 5 p.m. we will also be having the Eurozone unemployment rate numbers, and of course the core CPI flash estimate data also at 5 p.m. So moving towards the evening session from the US tonight, we will be having the final manufacturing PMI numbers at 9:45 p.m. and also more importantly, the Institute for Supply Management manufacturing PMI numbers at 10 p.m. So possibly we're going to be expecting markets to be active with volume and also price action. Actually, this morning markets already started to move, and towards 2 p.m. we should be expecting another cycle, and this will be followed up by the US trading cycle from 7 p.m. onwards. Okay, so let us go to the bit of a news and technical charts. The US dollar weakened on yesterday, Monday, after last Thursday morning's comments by Federal Reserve Chairman Mr. Jerome Powell that they will be allowing inflation to go over 2% for an extended period of time in order to create more employment opportunities and also to bolster the economic growth. So so we can see that yesterday at about here's the 1100 plus 5:16 4 p.m. the US dollar begins to weaken during the UK trading session, and it weakens all the way to the evening session US trading markets at about 10 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, and then after it does manage a mild rebound. However, this morning just about 1 hour ago at about 9 a.m. local Singapore time, the US dollar has weakened again. Okay, so currently it is testing the 91.93 levels. If it does weaken, which is it looks like the case, we could be looking at another support levels of 91.30, which is here 91.30. Okay, So this is the next support levels that we are looking at. So considering that the US dollar has been weakening for the last 1 hour or so, we do see the UK pound starting to move up within the last hour or so, moving up from 1.3357 all the way to a high of 1.3398, going up about 40 pips. And of course, we do see the euro dollar also moving up within the last 1 hour or so from 1.1935 all the way to 1.1970. Okay, so this was about 38 pips movement up for the euro dollar at the moment. And of course, gold prices are still pushing up over the last 1 hour or so. Okay, so looking back again, yesterday was the final market day for the month of August, and the S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and also the Nasdaq major indices in the US all ended at record highs, with the Dow Jones at the highest level since 1984, and also the S&P 500 at the highest level since 1986, including the Nasdaq, the best performance since the year 2000. Okay, so no doubt about it that although the COVID-19 pandemic is still around, we are starting to see equity markets recovering pretty well and also surpassing their previous highs, maybe or possibly due to the fact that this COVID pandemic could end sooner or later, with a vaccine possibly already in later stages of approval and development. And I believe markets are anticipating that. That is one of the main reasons why equities are already rebounding up, and also due to the fact that the US Federal Reserve is looking to keep interest rates low for an extended period of time. Okay, so even there are some forecasts, for example, from Goldman Sachs, that the Federal Reserve will not be raising rates until the year 2025. So that means rates will remain low. However, this is non-conclusive. This is just the opinion of Goldman. Okay, so just bear in mind that interest rates will be low, so liquidity will be flush within the system, and as the pandemic slows down, I believe consumer spending and economic growth will indeed rebound back pretty quickly. Once the vaccine has been found and distributed, it could rebound as fast as within the next 3 to 6 months, once the vaccine has been approved and distributed. Okay, so so just to reinforce Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's comments last week, Vice Chairman Richard Clarida mentioned yesterday that following the release of the long-run strategy by Jerome Powell, the Fed's staple recession-fighting tools will involve a future guidance policy and also the continued purchasing of bonds on a monthly basis. Okay, so we will observe and see how these bonds are performing in terms of demand and supply and in terms of their yields. Okay, so moving back to the technical charts, again we saw just now the US dollar weakening over last Friday, and also yesterday on Monday, and also this morning. So again, yesterday we mentioned that the sentiment is bearish, and indeed it is still bearish, and we could be watching for some consolidation possibly, but it's mostly still on a bearish sentiment. Okay, so if US dollar currently pushes back up from here, we could see the UK pound pushing back down to a target price of 1.3355, which is just about 40 pips to the downside. If there is still enough strength for the US dollar to weaken, we could see the UK pound strengthen to the next target prices of 1.3420, okay, and higher would be at 1.3507. Okay, so that will be high and the low range for today for the UK pound. And as for the euro dollar, currently it's looking like it is towards the top side at the moment, so possibly the next higher levels will come towards 1.2000 levels, just about 30 pips to the upside. And if it does pull back again, we are looking for it to come back towards these levels of 1.1935, which is about 36 pips to the downside. Okay, gold prices again has been bullish ever since last Thursday's comments by Mr. Jerome Powell, keeping the interest rates low. US dollar continues to weaken, and gold prices continues to be bullish. Okay, so yesterday it was moving down during the Asian trading session, going down from 1,972 to a low of 1,954, and then after at about 11 plus 5, 16, 4 p.m. during the UK trading sessions, although the UK markets was officially closed, however, you will still have activities going on as the US markets are still open. We do see the gold prices moving up from 1,956 all the way to a high of 1,974. And again this morning, over here, this is at 4 plus 5, 9 a.m. Gold prices continues to move up from 1967 all the way to a high of 1984, going up about 1616 US dollars at the moment. Okay, so yep, towards the high side, the immediate target prices now would be 1990, which is just about $8 to the upside, and towards the downside, we are looking at for it to come down to the support levels of here again 1968. Okay, so it is about $15 to the downside. Okay, so silver prices again following the movements of gold moving up for the last 2 hours. Oil prices hit the resistance again on Monday. Okay, this is the resistance. So after hitting the resistance, it actually came back down from about here 1400 plus 519 from 7 p.m. yesterday, $43.60. This is for the US WTI, going down all the way to 42.49 and moving down about $1.11. So oil prices is still largely in the consolidation phase, but both on the 1 hour charts and also both on the 4 hour charts. Okay, so CAD, Japanese yen Japanese yen weakening a little bit, okay, over the last 2 hours or so. Okay, and here again is the S&P 500, which is at the record highs. Okay, and it's starting to break this uptrend line. As mentioned, instruments cannot keep on going up forever, or they cannot keep on going down forever. There will come a time that it will break the uptrend or the downtrend and may have some consolidation or even a reversal. Okay, so so watch out for again 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and also 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. as we watch for chart patterns to form, volumes to rise, and also price action to decide where the markets will be going towards the UK and also towards the US market sessions. So I hope you guys have a great start to the month, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the next market updates. Thank you, happy trading, and see you tomorrow.